December 10th, 2021. A potent system sets up in the Ohio and Mississippi River Valley that would be the start of a multi-day tornado outbreak. An extremely potent, dynamic upper air system traverses the United States. A 982 millibar surface low triggers an intense low-level jet with winds screaming at 50 to 70 knots. The system sat on top of an unseasonably unstable air mass, with temperatures in the 70s and dew points in the 60s. Cape values were impressive for December, with some localized areas reaching 2,500 joules per kilogram. One particular parameter to note was the 300 millibar pattern, which noted massive divergence right over the quad-state area. In other words, the winds aloft were spreading apart as they flowed, creating an intense vacuum that would aid in lift for thunderstorm updrafts. The SBC issued a moderate risk on their 1630Z outlook and coupled it with a 15% hatched area for strong tornadoes. The outlook hinted at the strong vertical wind shear combined with the Cape and mentioned strong tornadoes. This would be visualized by a sounding out of Little Rock, showing an atmosphere extremely conducive to tornadoes. A tornado watch is issued with the mention of strong tornadoes likely. The stage is set, and so is the sun. Daylight revealed utter devastation, with Mayfield, Kentucky receiving the brunt of it. The outbreak would claim 90 lives in total, with Kentucky tallying 77. December tornadoes are not uncommon, and neither are nighttime tornadoes. However, the environment that was in place on this particular event was pristine in terms of maintaining a long-track supercell and ultimately a violent tornado. The environment coupled with a late-season nocturnal event made it the worst-case scenario for residents in its path. The supercell traversed 350 miles across Arkansas, Missouri, Kentucky, and Tennessee, dubbing it the Quad-State Supercell. It was organized for roughly 6 hours. Much debate centered around whether or not the tornado also maintained this exact path, which would have made it the second time since 1925 that a tornado was on the ground across 4 states. It was later determined the tornado in fact lifted in Tennessee right before crossing the border into Kentucky.